flash to a rain-slicked Chicago alley in 1929. As the stock market's crash echoes like thunder, banks foreclosing on desperate dreamers left in the dust, and a 33-year-old lawyer named A.N. Pritzker, his suit rumpled from sleepless nights, poring over ledgers in a cramped loop office, stares at a $500,000 hotel on the brink of ruin, whispering to his brother Jack, "This isn't collapse, it's our cue." What if this depression gamble born from immigrant grit and a family's unspoken vow to outrun pogroms didn't just snatch a single property but ignited a hospitality inferno, flipping foreclosures into a Hyatt empire that spans 1,200 hotels worldwide, minting a $30 billion fortune from room keys and ruthless real estate bets that outsmarted recessions and rivals alike? Stick with me, because the Pritzkers weren't handed keys to the kingdom. They forged them in foreclosure fires, turning peddler blood into boardroom gold, with secrets of survival that still whisper in today's luxury lobbies, daring us to wonder, can a dynasty built on distress ever escape its shadows? That 1929 bet seals it all, and dashing to the seller's desk with $100,000 scraped from family law fees, snagging the Congress Hotel amid Wall Street's wail, his pulse racing as he slashes rates to a nickel a night, packing lobbies with jobless hordes who tip in gratitude, turning red ink black in months, the brothers' eyes locking in that dim boardroom. We buy low, we live forever. Born Nachman Pritzker in 1896 to Ukrainian-Jewish refugees who Odessa's pogroms for Chicago's ascent. In 1881, I.N. grew up in Humboldt Park's tenements. His father, Abram, a haberdasher peddling ties from a pushcart, the air thick with Yiddish curses, and the scent of rye bread, 5 siblings crammed in a walk-up where A.N., the eldest, quit school at 14 to hawk newspapers, his voice cutting through loop crowds like a blade. Extra, extra, read all about it. Law school at Northwestern. By 1919, a grind on scholarships and clerking. But the fire kindles in 1923, partnering with Cousin Jack on McCormick estate suits. The Reaper King's $150 million, while a masterclass in trusts that A.N. twists into his own web. The Depression's deluge, his deluge of deals. 50 foreclosed buildings by 1933. From the Drake Hotel's marble halls to Milwaukee motels, each a phoenix from ash. His mantra, buy distress, sell success. A siren song that swells assets to $10 million by 1940. But the human pulse beneath. Evictions paused for widows, jobs for kin. Jack's quiet philanthropy seeding synagogues, yet whispers of cutthroat closings or holdouts got the boot. The stakes skyrocket in 1957. California's post-war boom, a gold rush of tourists, and eyeing a dingy 12-room motel on Sunset Boulevard. The Hyatt House leased to a failed chain, his gut twisting as he wires $2.1 million to founders Hy and Jack D. Hyatt, brothers in over their heads, but the vision explodes. A.N. jets west, gut renovating with Pritzker precision, marble lobbies gleaming, bellhops in crisp uniforms. Rates hiked to $12 a night for Hollywood starlets fleeing paparazzi. Occupancy soaring from 40% to 95%. The brothers' telegram crackling back. It's printing money. Word spreads like wildfire. Hyatt franchises sprouting from San Francisco to Honolulu. By 1960, 10 hotels grossing $5 million yearly. But the real rush hits in 1961. Chicago's O'Hare expansion at Gateway godsend. A.N. betting $12 million on an airport Hyatt, the world's busiest hub, funneling conventioneers into suites that book solid. Revenues doubling to $20 million. His sons Jay, 17, and Wharton Sharp, shadowing deals. Robert, the quiet engineer, tweaking ops, plunged into the fray. Family dinners tense with balance sheets. A.N.'s gravel voice thundering. Hospitality isn't beds, it's bets on people. The 1967 Atlanta Airport Hyatt, a crown jewel. $15 million risk amid civil rights marches. Jay's hand steady on the ledger as flames flicker outside. profits hitting $50 million chain-wide by 1970. But shadows creep. Labor unrest in Vegas expansions, unions pounding doors for $2 raises, lawyers locking out strikers, headlines snarling Pritzker's iron fist, the human cost a hush in boardrooms where bellhop's tips fund college dreams. Suspense coils tighter in the 1970s oil shocks, sensing recession scythe, diversifying beyond meds. The 1973 buy of Royal Inns for $30 million, a chain of 100 motels. Jay's algorithms forecasting occupancy like weather. But the real masterstroke, the 1974 McCormick Place bet. Chicago's convention colossus, leased for $1 a year. Hyatt catering 2 million visitors annually. Revenues cresting $200 million. A.S. death in 1979 at 83. A thunderclap. His will, a $2.5 billion, bequest split 5 ways. Keep it family, or lose it, but fractures form. Jay's aggressive expansions clashing with Cousin Tom's conservative core. The 1980s casino plunge in Atlantic City, a $100 million fumble. Jay's vision of slots and suites tanking amid mob whispers. Lawsuits flying between branches. The empire teetering till 1995's Marmon Group spinoff, a $4 billion industrial hive of rail cars and wiring. Robert's quiet hand steadying the wheel. Hyatt going public in 2009 for $2.1 billion, but the heart stays in hospitality. 1,200 properties by 2023, grossing $6.5 billion. The Pritzkers' $30 billion, net a whisper compared to the sweat. Bellhops like Maria, immigrating from Manila in 1985, rising to GM on tips and tenacity, her story a thread in the tapestry, and wove. The crescendo builds in the 1980s global grabs. Jay is $500 million buy of Continental Illinois real estate arm, a fire sale, post-savings and loan crash. Snagging 50 hotels from Hawaii to London. Occupancy engineered to 85% with yield management software Jay pioneers. Revenues doubling to $1 billion. But the family firestorm erupts. Cousin Lauren's 1995 coup attempt, splintering the board lawsuits dragging for years, $50 million in fees. The empire had till Jay's 1999 peace-packed Hyatt rebranded as Luxury Lords with Park Hyatt. Paris opening 2002 suites at $1,000 night for the elect, but ethical eddies swirl. 2008's recession evicting. 10,000 staff headlines howling Pritzker cuts, Jay's $100 million. Obama donation a balm, his 2011 death at 73. A pivot daughters like Jennifer, channeling to arts, the $50 million. Joffrey Ballet, gift a nod to a N.S. cultural bets. The family's $30 billion today in trusts like the Pritzker Foundation, funding $300 million yearly in health and education. But whispers of wage gaps in Vegas towers. Bellhops at $10 an hour amid $500 suites, the dynasty's gleam hiding grind. Robert's 2020 stewardship, a steady hand. Hyatt's $5 billion COVID rebound, a testament to resilience. The Heirs' scattered paths. Tom's military museums. Penny's civic boards. The empire a mosaic of bets that built not just beds, but bridges from peddler carts to presidential suites. The Pritzker ascent from 1929's foreclosure frenzy to 2025's. Global glow unravels hospitality's hidden hustle. Immigrant Inc. into $30 billion empire's real estate roulette spinning room key riches, a family forged in depression fire that asks, does legacy linger in lobbies or lost in ledgers? If this tale of turns and triumphs tugs at your trader's heart, subscribe to stake more stories with me. We're checking into history's grandest suites together. Next, the web of whispers from Frankfurt's shadows. Meyer Amschel Rothschild's banking web. From coin-clipping start to Five Sons global loans, myths versus $500 billion reality that still strings the world's purses. What bet would you place on your bloodline? Book it in the comments, and we'll open the vault.